Oh, hi there. You've caught me at a time when we're looking at the view. And I mean, can I just say one thing? Wow. I mean, you can see the bridges, you've got the architecture, you've got the sky, you've got the buildings, you've got the noise, you've got the atmosphere. You just got everything in one city, one word. Prague. So, join me on this journey where we'll head up to castle, we'll head back down again, maybe grab an ice cream, maybe have a little laugh or two. And we're just gonna have a ball.
The river is called the River Glide. This is where we show you everyone the river and the boats, etc. that pass through this part of the estuary. You see all these little white speckles in the river there. You see that? That's mainly parts of semen and condoms that get flushed down the toilets in Czechoslovakia. Yeah, that's really where it goes, into the rivers, and you can see the blobs and condoms and floating around in the river. And yeah, shit and all sorts goes in there, man. But yeah, that's about it, man. So we're gonna head up to the castle now, just up this way here. We're also gonna see the bridge. This is the bridge. We're on a bridge. The bridge is over that way. You see the bridge there. You can take a balloon tour as well. That's where couples go up in the sky and have sex and stuff. That's highly recommended. Yeah, so we'll just carry on this way, guys.
Well, welcome to the Prague tour with me, Roger Federer. What we're going to look at today is the castle that you see on my forward left. This castle is renowned for being old and very castle-y. We've got a lot of castle kind of architecture in the castle itself. There's rooms in there. There's a lot of history in there. As you can see, walking down a bridge, this usually crosses rivers and other sorts of obstacles that humans need to get over to get to another side. That's what bridges do. If you look over there, that's an old bridge. That would be mainly used for before this bridge was built to get to the other side of the river. As you can see, we've got a few hedges and a lot of greenery. That's quite common in places around the world because of the oxygen intake and the H2O, which of course, as we all know, is water. As you can see, there's a lot of concrete around. That's man-made usually, with a lot of sedimental rock and all that. There's a lot of roads, because these days, modern times, we've got a lot of these new technology of transport, such as automobile, trammobile, trainmobile, even in the air, but we don't need roads for that. We've actually got flight paths, which is actually a whole different story, so I'm not going to interest you on that kind of part of the tour. There's a tram right there, of course. They use electricity wires at the top just to keep the power going. They're quite economically friendly, except they're very quiet, so when you're crossing the road, just really try and get an earful, because you might get run over, especially when you're actually drunk. That's when you drink alcohol, goes to your brain, loosens you up. I go a bit crazy, you should try some. As you can see, some propaganda over there, some posters. That's usually to advertise things such as you can see over there, a zoo. It's got pictures of animals, because zoos actually hold animals in there. They lock them up in cages, but it's usually for preservation of injured animals. What else? I mean, there's the sky that's grey at the moment. That's mainly because of clouds and precipitation. And I'm with friends right here on the tour. These are mainly gained by hanging around with them for a while and getting to know each other. This is Jack and this is Roy Johnson, and on the camera is Scott Johnson. And we get to know each other from past events, whether we're younger kids, when more conceptual to social gatherings, and we just grow a bond together. So that's why we're here today, to look at Prague. He's got some seats that look like leopards. Zebras. That's usually because it's a style, it's a fashion. It's kind of a fashion thing. These things here where people are sitting at, These are called tram stops. They can be called bus stops when the bus is going. They can even be a train stop, such as a train station. They're quite bigger with a roof on top. This is just to wait for the tram to come and pick them up and take them to the next destination, which is probably quite far away to walk. Otherwise you might get very tired, and usually used by older people because they can't walk, or for longer distances for young people or disabled, or even people with pets, because tortoises, it's going to slow you down, you know, because tortoises are quite slow.
It's awful hard to try and understand what goes on in the city. You know, you've got historical content, you've got sociological content, you've got emotional content, you've got wars in there, you've got so many things, you've got old buildings, you've got cathedrals, you have a Jewish sector, you have so much historical content in there. It's just, you've got to try and grasp it, you know. It's like I don't know, it's like a history, you know. You've got to try and grasp it, and it's like so beautiful if you do that, you know. So take the time to get on the trams, get on the goddamn balloon, man. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do to get in there, man, you know, because it's amazing. And you've got the bridge there. It was like a war on that bridge, you know. It was like, his name was William Wallace. He was defeated on that bridge, and by the English, I believe, and it was a historical battle. And that's why they erected this castle up here. We can't see it right now, but it's why that castle was erected, you know. And you'll see this monument soon. It's called the Wallace Monument, and it resembles what he did as a person. And it's so beautiful. And we're gonna see that in a little while. Thank you.
I've been Ben Hunt, and you've been amazing.